What is going on, everybody? We are live. What is
What's
happening? All you guys know our good buddy there, Swifty, and we got Treasure Hogg joining us today. And man, he's got a great story here and a good product we're going to try here after a while. And I'm going to let you introduce yourself to everybody and let them get to know you a little better.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? I'm Treasure Hogg. I'm the name comes from Hogg as in Razorback. I'm from Arkansas, and so that's kind of how I came across Mark's channel. I'm a detectorist enthusiast. I don't get out as often as I would like to, so I don't have many great finds to tell you about. But I'm like obsessed with metal detecting and treasure hunting in general. So that's kind of where that all came from. And I actually really got into YouTube through the coin community, like coin roll hunting and just old constitutional silver, things like that, stacking silver. I was a metal detector first, then became a coin collector. So, but then YouTube brought me into the metal detecting world there. So, but yeah, as far as the razor rinds, Rose is my last name, so that's where that comes from. Razorbacks, right? I was a chef by trade for 25 some odd years, and when the pandemic hit, I kind of switched gears and got out of that, and so I've been just doing all sorts of different stuff. But I love it. It was crazy enough. It was the best thing that ever happened to me and my wife, just because it freed my time up. I was a slave to that industry for 25 some odd years, and that was my life. That's just how it is in the restaurant industry. So, but I've always been, I was a back of house cook guy, chef. So, the pork rind thing was something that I came across at a music festival many years ago, and, saw this guy cooking pork rinds, and my mind's thinking like business, model stuff and whatnot. Like, this guy's got something here, and I just watched him cook them fresh from scratch, and it was just like blew my mind how it worked. And so I'd always kind of been into it and whatnot. And we actually moved from here. I'm in Northwest Arkansas, up in the university town of Fayetteville. And my business I used to work for, the company, moved me up to Kansas to open a restaurant up there. And we found this little hole-in-the-wall place called, what was it? Strips. My wife just said Strips. It's called Strips. And they did chicken strips and pork burgers. But one of their side items was fresh made pork rinds. And I told my wife, said, "Oh my God, have you ever had fresh pork rinds?" She's like, "No, I hate pork rinds." I said, "They're not what you think they are. It's not what it's like you get in the store." Yeah. So we got some from there, and she fell in love. Like, we always had to have bags of them at the house. And then we moved back home. She's like, "What am I going to do?" Like, "Well, I'll figure it out." So I just started cooking them at home. And it just kind of grew from there. I mean, and it's just something, it's almost like a hobby. I just love doing it. I got a lot of customers through that coin community, and they love them and whatnot. And so whenever I saw you guys trying hot sauces, I was like, "Hey, y'all got to try some hot pork rinds." So,
now you have a website, correct?
I do have a website. Yeah, it's rosesrazorrinds.com. I don't know. I've actually got one of my stickers. It's the same one on the. Yeah. It's spelled like it sounds. It's Roses, ROSES. Razor, RAZOR, and then the Rinds with a Z. Yeah, it's just a little website there. You can order what you guys have there is what I consider the jumbo. It says on there, like it's the website, it's like a minimum of 4 ounces. I always stuff like 5 or so in there, whatever. But it's varies. What you're typically used to in the store, or the chitlins or the smaller ones, and I buy the biggest, nicest ones you can get. So sometimes there's not as many in a bag, but the bigger ones are the ones that are like just melt in your mouth, and they're all natural. There's nothing in there. There's no preservatives. All the seasonings and whatnot I use are like keto friendly and paleo friendly and all this stuff. They're actually a healthy alternative to something like French fries. So
So where do you get the ghost pepper at? We're going to try the ghost pepper ones today. Where do you get the ghost pepper at?
I went with the company. I make a lot of the seasonings myself just from scratch, and then I wanted to try a line of seasonings to expand it, so I got some from a company, and they were kind of hit or miss. And I don't want to dog on the seasoning. Right. They were great flavor. They just didn't stick well to the pork rind. They didn't make, but the ghost pepper is more of a powdery substance. And that's really what you need because when you cook the pork rind, you bring them out of the oil, They only take a minute, and you've got about like 20 to 30 seconds to get some seasoning on there because that's what really soaks it in. Because they're still soft and pliable when they come out of the grease, but then they turn crunchy really quick. So if it's not real dusty, it doesn't stick to them really well, And so, anyways, long story short, the ghost pepper one from that seasoning blend worked, and so I kept it. So it's
nice.
Let me actually get it.
I just posted a link.
Thank you, sir. So the name of the company is Flavor God, and they've got a bunch of sweet seasonings. Yeah. So that's what I use.
I've tried that before.
So it's pretty hot. It's pretty spicy. Just kind of depends on what you.
Yeah. Now Swifty and I did the. I don't know if you watched it, but we did the 1-chip challenge, the Pocky 1-chip challenge here.
Oh, I don't think I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, and we got on top of that, we got bet that we wouldn't eat some ghost pepper powder.
On
top sorry if y'all hear my little one in the background.
You'll probably hear my dogs here before too long. So,
but he's in the room next door watching Blippi out. But anyway, anyway, we got bet Freezer Bound Outdoors sent Swifty some powdered ghost pepper that they made.
Yeah,
and we topped that bad boy pocket chip off. And I tell you, I about died. It was even worse. I had the gut cramps even worse than when I did the Death Nut Challenge. And and here I am, and here I was the other day searching to see when the new chip challenge was coming. And I swore I'm not going to do it. We probably will.
We'll probably do it.
Yeah, we'll probably have to.
But anyway, man, I appreciate you sending us these. Whenever you sent me the email, I was like, really? That's cool. Because, like, I know Swifty loves pork rinds because he sent me pictures before of, like, a bag of rinds that he got hot rinds somewhere. And every time I go somewhere and I see a different brand or a different, I try them.
They kind of made a big popular, you go to the Walmart and stores, there's a whole, I mean, there's like 50 varieties now. It's kind of crazy, so it's interesting how it's popped up. And I mean, I've been like, it's been in the back of my head for years. And I started doing this last year again, just to, it was kind of just as a hobby, I don't, it's not like my full-time income or anything, but it's still, it's fun to do.
It is really cool. And you being a chef, that, and when I was a kid, still actually when I was even grown, that's what I wanted to do too. I wanted to be a chef. So I'm still.
I love cooking, but working in the restaurant environment is
that's the one thing that turned me off. I was like, if I was cooking just for a small group, it's fine. But I'm not you give me an order and I shift it out. It's kind of guy. So, I'm like, I cook. This is what you eat.
Right. Same way.
Yeah,
but I love cooking.
A YouTube channel. It's Treasure Hogg, and when I first geared again, it was towards like the coin hunting community, and like, do I want to get into coin roll searching and whatnot? Because I do that a lot, but I was like, as far as filming, maybe not. But I love like getting. I have like ads out on Craigslist to buy people's old coin collections. Like, hey, don't take it to the bank, don't take it to the pawn shop. Let me maybe get you a better deal, whatnot. And I just love. So I created an eBay page or an eBay shop. It's called Treasure Hogg's Coins and Currency. And as I get collections, I would fill the shop up. And it was just a good way to like redistribute. Same thing. Like, I don't make a lot of money off of it or anything, but after eBay fees and shipping and whatnot. But to kind of give back to that coin community, I was like, hey, I'm going to redistribute these and whatnot. And so, but I've kind of integrated the pork rinds a little bit into that channel. There's one of my videos cooking them, and I think, Swifty, I think I saw you comment on one of my more recent videos. We're actually in the process of building. So I started kind of documenting the process. We got about 28 acres in, you probably know where Winslow is, the Winslow West Fork area. It's still up here in Northwest Arkansas. Nice. But we're building a couple houses out there for my wife and I, and then my father-in-law. And we've got all sorts of old homesteads out there that like really, really old. Stacked rock buildings and creeks and stuff, and so I'm really excited to get there and hopefully find some Native American and I'll some old, like really old wrought iron stuff out of the ground, but nothing crazy yet. So
Yeah, I bet you there's some stuff out there, man. That for sure.
I think there will be, man. I found like an old well that's like all overgrown and just cool stuff. I mean, that's the kind of stuff I love, But
are you gonna set up a homestead out there with the whole 9 chickens and everything?
Yeah, I'm planning on it. Yeah, there's not any pasture land. It's all on a mountain, and there's a little bit of a valley in the middle, and we're actually gonna develop it out. We're gonna cut in a bunch of trails, walking and biking trails, and put up some campsites. Maybe a couple of little like platforms or some like yurts or something on them.
I
get
think
into the whole Airbnb thing.
I think Swifty is. I think you about lost all your chickens, didn't you, Swifty?
Yeah, they're all gone. They wouldn't stay up in the pen, and they, the
I had a
chickens all got eaten finally.
Yeah. I had a predator problem. I had a neighbor's dog killed probably about 15, 20 of mine, and then coons. And so I've been sitting working on those coons, and I've gotten that under control too. So I
haven't seen a whole lot of wildlife. I mean, I was there, and I see their tracks and stuff all over the place. But I'm sure the building and that's going on out there is probably keeping them clear. But we'll see what happens.
Well, I've got the incubator full. I've got the incubator full right now. I'm got a bunch of speckled Sussex is the breed.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of those. Yeah.
Really pretty birds, and so I got it full. We're gonna have some chicks probably in about 3 weeks, so we're getting excited about that.
My wife's like hell bent on some silkies. She wants some.
Oh man, yeah, I love silky. The guy down the road from me's got some I don't know what you call them. They're like silkies, but they're like naked necks. So they don't have anything. They're just funky looking little things.
I like the Americanas. That's what I had before. Americanas. The eggs were like Easter eggs, They're pink and green and purple and blue. It's crazy.
Yeah. I think I've got 2 left out there. One hen, and I know I have a rooster. She lays like a greenish colored egg, But yeah, man. Well, Swift, you want to? I'm going to try to.
Y'all let me know what you think.
Yeah, we're going to pop those open.
Yeah,
we're going to do a giveaway. Yeah, go ahead.
Before we go, I want to go back to Treasure Hogg. He mentioned I commented on one of his videos.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all ever get that dump truck set up right?
Yeah. We had a dump truck flip over full of gravel. Was like, it was crazy. And they was pretty wild. We have some time lapse cameras out there, so we went out there and I pulled the video footage off of it. And the one that was closest to it, of course, it malfunctioned, or it was actually me. I screwed up whenever I reset it, and I missed like a week and a half of footage, and it was that day that I missed. But the other camera caught it all the way through, and it's just a picture every 2.5 minutes, so it didn't catch it falling, but it was saw it back up, and then it's over. But they were able to bring in just a couple of big tow trucks, cranes, with a big crane, and one pulled it right up onto and they hooked it up and got it out of there. So I think we avoided a lot of there's no injury for one, but they didn't do a lot of damage, but a little scary to see.
Yeah, I see we got metal detecting with Randy in the house. Darby's down home detecting. What's up, guys?
What's going on, y'all?
Detect Dig Smile. I always get that backwards. Lisa P in the house. I have a coin. We're going to do a sticker giveaway here after a while. After we get done trying these tasty pork rinds, but you want to try them now so we can talk about them a little bit, Swift?
Yeah. I tell you what, I've been having a hard time not opening these.
Yeah, I know. I was like, did you try them yet? Please tell me you didn't try them yet, because I wanted to.
Well, it's still sealed.
Also,
they should be perfect then.
To wash it down, I'm gonna try my favorite. I'm gonna have my favorite soda here with it.
Jones soda.
I've been obsessed with these Jones's cream sodas, man. They're
when I was back in college, I was a butcher at a local meat shop that we have here in town, and we sold those. They sell a lot of kind of unique items as well for retail stuff, and then we had those Jones sodas. I remember, and they were good.
Those are really good. I love them. Let's get a big fat one out of here. So
that's what she said.
Yeah. Easy. Yeah, I buy the jumbo premium pork rinds, and so they're much bigger than what, so they're kind of getting less sometimes. I mean, you pay the premium for it, but It's pretty good. You know, they just melt in your mouth.
First off, just opening the bag, the smell, man. You can just
they've been sealed up there for about a week or so. Yeah.
Gosh, man, it's just like I want to just tear them up. I probably will.
When I'm cooking, you know, I wear gloves and I'll take the gloves off and I'll just scratch a little bit. And I'll 10 minutes later, I'm like,
I just put a gallon. It's over a gallon worth of ghost pepper into ferment about 30 minutes ago before we got on.
Yeah.
I probably already got it all over my hands. So
I wanted to let the folks know that maybe they don't know, we are trying out some ghost pepper pork rinds.
Yeah, ghost pepper
makes. So
he made these about 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago.
Yeah, it should have a sticker on there telling you the date.
Oh yeah, they do. 3/4/22. So these are super fresh.
Yeah.
So
I do, I mean, when I get orders, I make them that day if it's in the morning and or not. They're always out and shipped out the next day. So and they'll stay fresh. I put a little insert in there because I don't add any additives. I don't put any preservatives. I don't put any silicone packs in or nothing. So if you leave that bag open 12 hours, they're going to taste like crap. They stale up real bad. So I put that in there saying, hey, leave these closed up if you don't eat them all at once.
Yeah.
So, those ain't gonna last no 12 hours, buddy. I can tell you that.
But the bags like that, sealed back up, even with the zipper on it, should last for weeks as long as you keep it sealed. So.
Right on.
Well, Swifty,
crunch away.
Fire on the mountain, buddy. Fire on the mountain.
I should have had my own. I didn't even think about it.
Man, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm. Perfect texture.
It's got the right amount of heat.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll sneak up on you a little bit. Again, everybody's palate's different. In that coin community, I did a lot of sampling. I sent out a bunch of sample bags and sizes and all this stuff to some of my people that I knew through that. I was like, hey, send me an email. I'll send you whatever for free. You guys can be my research. So, I was getting a lot of feedback on, and it just, everybody varies, so I want to give options for just straight up plain, nothing on them, something with just a little bit of salt, something that's sweet, something that's a little spicy. I got another one I call it Peppery Barbecue. It's the Butt Rub brand by Bad Byron. I don't know if you've ever seen that, Bad Byron's Butt Rub.
I think so.
It's real good and it's a peppery barbecue. It's not sweet, it's not sweet at all, but it's great on ribs, great on pork butts.
If you ever need any other taste testers.
All right. Got it. Because I just sent out a maple. It was a maple garlic. I had a request from somebody that bought them pretty often. Said, man, my wife wants some or maple because that'd be like maple bacon.
Dude, this is awesome.
Yeah, these are really good. They're flavorful. They're not too hot. They got a great texture. The ones that are real crunchy, those they don't have, first of all, they don't have good texture, but they're kind of kills the flavor too. But these are perfect, man. This is
pretty cool.
There's a difference between that that's sitting on a store shelf,
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to, even being ghost pepper and it's super hot, you don't want to overpower and it doesn't overpower the flavor of the pork rind. So that is really, really well done there.
I found that out with the pork rinds. They're perfect just by themselves. I've got a straight up original on there. It's literally nothing but the pork rind in a bag. Then I've got a sea salt, just a sea salt on top. I do ranch, which a lot of people like ranch flavor, but again, that pork rind comes through the flavor. Some of them are they'll be as big as I got to break them to put them in the bag. It's crazy how big they can get. I've got a big, huge. I just use my fryer that I do a crawfish or crab boils in.
Mm-hmm.
Strainer just the same, and they're
awesome.
They're easy to make sure. But yeah, on the website, it's flavors. You got the ghost pepper and the butt rub. That peppery barbecue are your two spiciest.
He said butt rub.
Savory with the ranch. And then I do have a sweet with the cinnamon and sugar, but I actually use a sugar substitute, so it's keto friendly still. which a lot of people that have been put on some sort of keto restricted diet, from what I've been told, have a tough time snacking, you know, and so that's why they look for a substitute for sugar in a sweetened something, and that's where cinnamon sugar came for me. So
that one probably tastes like a churro almost. Man.
Exactly like a churro, man. It's a little bit. It's that pork rind, you know, that kind of fluffiness, that airiness of a pork rind, but yeah, flavor of a churro for sure. Yeah,
sweet. Yeah,
I'm working on salt and vinegar. I'm working on a sweet barbecue.
That's what I was just going to say, like a sweet barbecue, but maybe like a sweet barbecue, but with like a little garlic kick in the end of it.
Yeah,
that's like one of my favorite flavors.
Just that kind of classic barbecue pork rind, you know. The ones I've tried, I haven't liked, and so I'm kind of picky. It's stuck with the 6 that I've done, you know, that I've tried and tested, you know. Then I just kind of add flavors as I get them.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, man, that's as far as the stuff that me and him have tried on our live streams for about a year, over a year now. That's one of the best things I've ever had. So
yeah, me too.
I really appreciate it. I'm not just blowing smoke up your butt either. That's one of my.
I appreciate it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, good to hear. I'm glad I figured y'all would like them.
Oh yeah, man, that's awesome.
I don't know if anybody's been keeping up with the chat, but there's some funny stuff going on there.
See, I'm not. I can't see it.
No, me neither.
I thought about pulling my YouTube up, but my computer's messed up. So,
Randy from Metal Detecting with Randy and Shane from See It My Way 1 are driving down here to Virginia.
Oh no!
Right now, as we speak, so they're listening to us in the vehicle. Well, Treasure, if you don't know, See It My Way 1, he's the blind detectorist.
Mm-hmm.
But he just just posted that Randy was letting him drive today. So
now they headed your direction, man. Like they coming to meet up with you, or are they just coming to Virginia?
They're coming to meet up with me, and digging with Squeak, Bill and Squeak, and tomorrow we're going to meet up and we're going metal detecting at a Boy Scout camp.
Oh, sweet.
Nice. So it'll be all 5 of us.
That's a good idea, man. We got a Camp Orr right about 45 minutes down the road here. I used to go to as a kid. It'd be a good spot to go up and swing around on.
I bet it would. Now, what detector do you use?
So I got a Note to Macro Simplex was my first detector that I got just to, you know, after did some research and I liked it. You know, I liked what I saw. Right. It was kind of the price point I was looking at. And I thought advanced enough for a little bit better than a starter, but still a good starter. And I got it like literally right before the pandemic hit.
Right.
And then it just became, I was, you know, such a novice at it. I was learning my machine more than anything else in yards, with family and friends and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And then it was tough for me to get any type of permissions in the places I wanted during the pandemic. Yeah. And then I love it, you know, and we drive by farms and stuff all the time. And I'm like, I want to stop and knock on the door. And we've got so much going on between the transition out of work. And then we started building this house and we're due with our first baby in May.
Oh, congrats.
Congrats, man.
So we just kind of, it's taking a back seat as far as me getting out and actually hitting the ground, you know. I do a whole bunch of watching everybody else do it. But yeah, you know, I've enjoyed that machine. I bought an old White's machine I found on Craigslist just because it was like a killer deal. And I just kind of thought it was a sweet machine to have. I mean, it's like a 6, D batteries, old style machine, you know, but it was like top notch back in the day. And I found it for like $50. I was like, I'm getting that, you know, but I haven't really used it that much. So.
Well, I recently picked up a Technetics T2 Classic, and man, let me tell you, I fell in love with that thing. It's really sweet, and of course, I've been using my Bounty Hunter Time Ranger Pro a bunch, and I just got the new 12-inch Double D coil for it, and that thing has added at least 4 or 5 inches on the depth that I was getting, and I took it out there and smacked a bunch of Civil War bullets here.
I saw that
about 2 weeks ago, and that video is coming out. I've got one coming out tonight where I took out my dad, and he got his first Civil War bullet. So
see, my father-in-law, you know, he's like, the more I do it, talk about it, and us moving out, because we're building next door to each other. on the land. We're going to kind of develop it together and whatnot as he retired. And it's like, yeah, let's do it. So, but the more I poke around, and he's wanting to too. So we'll be getting him a machine before too long.
Oh yeah, man!
I told him about the bounty hunters.
Well, if you need any help with that, just let me know, and I'll hook you up. I'll steer you in the right direction. Right. Definitely, that Time Ranger Pro, in my opinion, it's got enough features for somebody advanced like me and Swifty, but it's simple enough to use for the beginner because you can just turn that thing on and go. Yeah, and it runs. It's light. It's easy to set up. It runs at 19 kilohertz, which is different than most every other detector out there. So you're hitting stuff that other people's missing a lot. Yeah, and I have found that out because I've had all the major brands. I've used every detector that you could use. Yeah, and I've been out to the same spots that I've used those other machines, and I smacked stuff that I missed.
Yeah. You missed it the first time or second time, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man, I'll be more than happy to steer you in the right direction on that, buddy. Cool. Well, Swifty, do you want to give away some stickers, or do you want to wait to see if somebody else jumps on here?
Wait, say that again.
I said, do you want to give away some stickers, or you want to wait to see who else gets on here?
Well, we just lost 2, so.
Yeah, I see that. We got 6 people in the chat, so one of you is supposed to win a sticker pack from me.
And if you can, whenever you get that winner, I want to send them some pork rinds for sure. So I just need to know what flavor they want. If they want that ghost pepper, send it. So either you can hit me up in an email, or if they tell you right now in the chat once you pick it, we talked about if they need to know the flavors again, I can't see, but
I'll give everybody.
Give me the address, and I'll get them some pork rinds.
Everybody that's in the chat, if you can run over, share it on Facebook, wherever, tell them we're fixing to do a giveaway. If they want to jump on here real quick, give them a chance. I'll give them a little bit. We can talk about a few more things because Mr. O. Swifty Morgan there found a killer find last week.
Oh,
that too. But I'm talking about the other.
Yeah, I don't have it out right now because we're.
Oh, man.
Yeah, sorry, we're in the process of moving, so I've been packing up stuff. But in case anybody hadn't seen the video or heard yet, last week I went to a new permission that I'd been to a couple times before, and I found some Indian head pennies and some other relics like that. And the only silver coin I found, the Indian heads were all like from 1880s. And then the only silver coin I found was a 1939 Washington quarter. And I was like, man, there's got to be some more silver in here somewhere. And so I went back the third time, and I just dug up some clad change. And I was about done for the day. I don't know, I had about 30 minutes I was going to go. And then I was going to leave. But I got a banging 3940 signal, and I dug down 9 inches and pulled out an 1888 Morgan silver dollar.
What?
Yeah, it's over on my channel, Treasure Hunting with Swifty.
Dang.
You can
see the video. Is that your first Morgan?
That was my very first, yep. And I couldn't believe it, but I think it was on its edge and not flat because it didn't blow my eardrums off.
Yeah.
And it was a little difficult to pinpoint because, it was on its edge and there was just a little... there was a small 3940 signal there, but when I went to pinpoint it, it would move a little bit, be a little to the left, a little to the right, and like that. Yeah. And so I dug out a bigger perimeter, and I didn't want to dig too big of a hole because I'm in someone's yard, But I think when I put my shovel in the last time and I gave it just a little push like that to get the dirt up, because I just barely touch it, and then I'll take my hand and pull the plug out.
Yeah,
but there's a tiny nick of the end of the shovel on it.
Yeah,
but hey,
that's all right.
I still got it.
It's not ever going anywhere. So
hold on,
the day before yesterday, I dug up this Model T Ford hubcap.
Yeah,
and so that was a first for me. And I did some research. There's a B down at the bottom, so that's how I knew which one it was. But they produced this style. 1917 to 1919 is when they
sweet. I'll have to pull mine out and see. I really don't know what I did with it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I had all my Model T stuff together, and I put it somewhere, and I don't know what I did with it. So I just got too much shit.
We talk about Morgan dollars, so I was telling you I buy collections, whether bought several different ones, and they varied with lots of silver, lots of weed, just all sorts of different collections. But I've done that a few times, kept some of it, flipped a lot of it, whatever. Just the most recent one I got, big dog. This guy contacted me. He's like, "Man, my father just passed away. He's got this massive collection. I've been trying to sell it on eBay, but I don't know what I'm doing here. Can you may be interested." I was like, "Hey, because I've helped a lot of people out too, like with their stuff. Like, I'm not interested in purchasing it, but here's what you got. Random stuff. They think, like, I had a person send me a 1964 D Jefferson nickel. Was like, "I've got this silver nickel. How much is it worth?" I was like, 45 cents. And I try to explain to them that, all these things. And they're like, "Oh, okay." They thought they had some expense. They didn't. But anyways, he started sending pictures of all these like mid-stake Morgans, like just banging Morgans. He's got tons of them. I'm like, I'll come over. I need to see this in person. So I go over to his house, and I'm there for like 2.5, 3 hours going through them. And he had found some info on. He knows nothing about them, like nothing about coin collecting. His dad had given them to him over the years, and he just put them in a closet. And once his dad finally passed away, he felt comfortable to release them back out into the wild. So, long story short, we went back and forth forever, but ended up making a deal. It was a total of 95 Morgans. About 45 of them are being sent to PCGS for grading.
Wow.
So, and right now they're behind like months and months. So I'm like, screw. I just sent off last week 9 CC mid-state Morgans. So I'm like super excited. But yeah, the book. I mean, these were like 90%. They're empty now. Oh, it was awesome. I was just like freaking out.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Tons, but I sent all the CCs together just because I was like, I'm going to do it all at once, But yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to show any of these out. There's just a lot. I mean, gorgeous Morgans.
Wow.
I don't know if it's going to show.
I've only got 2, so I can't. I'm not a big coin collector.
Like I bought these to sip. I was like, these deserve to be in a slab. I'm a member of PCGS. I've graded other stuff, so he wasn't going to do that. Like, you guys at Coin Collector are probably going to go like, "God, why are you holding that stuff in there like that?" This is my collection. This is what I got. When you dig it out of the ground, that's the thing. It's like, it's going to get, if you ever were to grade it, it's going to be smacked with an environmental damage tag, no matter what, and so
this is
a matter of, at that point, it's not going to, you're not hurting the value.
No,
this is
the way I look at it, when I find silver coins like that, to me, they're priceless and they go in my collection.
Oh, that one's pretty. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That one, I've got 2. This one's the one I got. This one I bought. I bought this one here a couple of weeks ago from my buddy, but it's in pretty good shape too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I've got a piece dollar. That's all my silver, silver dollars I've got.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I liquidated a huge stack of stuff to get these because I was just like, there's value here. I mean, for what I paid after all the. You there? Sorry, my screen just went away. Okay, something about my watch popped up. But it's like there's enough value here for me to actually do the legwork and get them encapsulated like they need to be, and I know I'll be able to sell them and actually make some money. So I mean, none of them are going to stay. Maybe 1 or 2 just for pride, but yeah, I mean, anything I've ever metal detected is in a separate spot. Different value altogether there.
Well, Mark, you want to do that contest?
Yeah, let's do it. We only got 6 people watching.
Hey, man, that's good odds for a good bag of pork rinds.
Who's going to win? You're going to get a sticker pack from me, which is going to include a treasure hunting with Swifty sticker, some Ram detecting stickers, and I've got a bunch of friends that sent me a bunch of stickers, so we'll do that. You'll also get the coin, and Treasure Hogg's going to send you a bag of
you'll get a couple stickers and a better ride.
Sweet. All right. So when I say go, this is how it's going to work. When I say go, I've got a coin in my hand. When I say go, you're going to start guessing the date. The first person to get the date is going to win. That's how I do my giveaways. We don't do it.
Do we know the denominator? Anything about it? Do we know if it's a Indian head or a buff nickel? Nothing. Just a date.
Nope.
All right.
We don't know anything. It's a date.
Yeah,
I got one for you last time, a buffalo nickel, and it was.
I can't tell you this. It's not anything real super early. It's not
a Spanish
it's in the 1900s. How about that? So you got 100 years there to start guessing. So when I say go, I want you to start typing it in, and the first person I let Swifty know. So the first person to type it in is going to win. And go, everybody. I want you to start typing in.
Oh, my internet must be back up because YouTube popped right up. So now I can finally read everybody's comments.
All
right, y'all. Don't be shy. Type in those dates.
Start typing in. Go.
Here we go.
Somebody's going to win.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
38, 53, 1918. Keep going.
1983.
Hey, you never know. 54,
you never know.
41, 41. I see some that's kind of close.
I was pretty excited yesterday. I hadn't done any hunts in a while, and I had like 20 rolls of nickels that actually my mom, she always knows to give me either nickels or pennies for my birthday, which was last month.
Nice.
Yeah, popped in 1927. I didn't have to nick it.
Sweet.
Out of a bank wrap roll, it's never.
Yeah. That's something I always wanted to do myself. I haven't ever done any like coin roll hunting, and I thought that always was really cool.
I'm going to try that out too.
I mean, I don't know if you ever heard of Rob Pine's Treasure.
Yeah.
He's kind of one of the, so I watch him a lot. I've met him a few times, and those are his coin roll hunting mats,
Sweet.
To help with the varieties and all that stuff. I love the variety stuff. Like those Morgan dollars, I've cherry picked some that have varieties that are worth more than, so I send them up for grading and get them back and resell them or whatever. So,
1,900.
You guys are close. I don't know about the
19204. They're getting closer.
It's not that one.
It's not Roman.
I'm watching. Y'all are getting close, but then you go real far away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
1910.
If I were guessing, I would do something in the 30s. That's just me. I don't know the name. I don't know the date. I'm just saying what I would guess.
Nope. Getting there.
Someone get closer.
They're close, but no.
I love doing this because it's fun for me to watch, and it makes them work a little bit. 1932, I think you're trying to put in there. That's close. You're getting close.
There's a 31.
Close, but no cigar.
There's a 32. 1912.
70.
I don't see metal detecting with Randy or Shane in there guessing.
Well, see it my way just posted 96. It's you're way off there, buddy. At least
2022.
1935. Ronnie Crane.
Ronnie Crane is our
Crane got it. Nice.
You're right. It is a 1935 buff.
Ronnie, tell me what. So I'll make a note. If you want to tell me what flavor of pork rind you want, Ronnie, I can list them in the chat and talk about them. But there's original, which is nothing at all. There's, what was it, by the way? Was it a buffalo nickel? There you go.
Yeah, it's a buffalo.
There's original. There's sea salt. There's ranch. There's
ghost pepper.
Sweet cinnamon. The pepper barbecue. And ghost pepper. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That's all of them.
Now, Mark, your email info is in your about section.
Yeah, my email info is in my about section. You can also hit me up on Instagram. He said barbecue. You can also hit me up on Ronnie. You can hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, any place really, and email me. It's DuncanXteam@yahoo.com. Tell me your address, and I'll share it over there with Treasure.
Yeah, if you don't mind sharing it, just send it to me, and I'll get them out to you as soon as I get it.
Yeah. And we'll get you a prize pack and some and some rinds out there. So
That's
sweet.
it.
So we got we said 5 flavors. So we got sea salt, ranch, sweet cinnamon, peppery barbecue, and ghost pepper.
And then just original straight up. Yeah, just nothing on them at all. So
yeah, man. How about let's see. You almost get I don't know if it's just that flavor, God flavor it's on there, but you get a smoky effect on that.
It's kind of just part of that natural rind. It's almost on even with the sweet cinnamon, and it balances great. It's crazy, but
yeah,
it's not just pure sweet. You still get a little meatiness, a little bit of that smokiness, and that's partially from being fried, and partially from being off a pig. So yeah. It's natural. It's that natural flavor you can't get rid of, and that's what I like.
It's awesome. Bacon. I love it. Yeah. It's awesome. I'm going to tear the rest of this bag up as soon as we shut down this show, and it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to let the son try because if you guys don't know, we've got a separate YouTube channel called The Heat Detectorist. We only got 20 subscribers, so it's not anything big. But you guys can go check that out. We do a little bit of hot sauce tasting. We've only done a couple videos, but we're probably going to do some more soon. But he also likes hot stuff, so I'm going to definitely pop one of these in his mouth and see what he thinks about it.
Well, I tell you what, when I got to my third pork rind, that's when the heat kicked in. And
it has nice heat. I mean, it's perfect. I mean, you don't want something that's going to kill you. Yeah, I can't
handle it anymore. Honestly, like the ghost pepper is about as hot as I can handle, and I can't.
Yeah, I can see with people,
which is good.
People that doesn't eat that spicy stuff all the time. That's gonna be the top for them there. But that's perfect for me. Perfect.
Yeah. Well, cool. I'm glad y'all liked them. Appreciate y'all bringing me in and let me show them off and everything. So
man. You need to come down sometime, man. I know it's a pretty good ways from you to here. Probably
even further from me.
It's like probably 3 or 4 hours from you.
Yeah, I mean it's only like 4.5 hours to Memphis, and you're not that far. It's like 3 hours.
I'm actually kind of central. My address is
Little Rock, right? But up a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm closer to Stuttgart. If you ever been to Stuttgart.
Yeah, it's about 4 hours.
Yeah.
So not bad.
Yeah, I think Swifty's about 14, 15 hours from me.
Yeah, we got some good stuff.
I'm going to make it out there one day, man. That's my plan. So
come on.
That's it.
A lot of battlefields and stuff, so I just got to get out there. But I'd like to come up there sometime and get out there with you and hunt. So
man. We were expecting Mike from Great Finds. Was hoping he was going to get to come down at the end of the month, but doesn't look like he was coming. And he also was going to bring his good buddy Aqua Chigger. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen now. I think the cost of gas and then everything else. So that's got pushed out. So maybe here in the fall they're going to come down and dig with me. So that's going to be cool. And maybe everybody can come down sometime, man. We just did a seated hunt last weekend. I'm still kind of stopped up. Y'all can hear that. From being out in the weather, I guess. But we had a good seated hunt. What was that, Swifty?
I said too many seeds.
Yeah. It did. I was give out by the time when I got home and got ready and cleaned up. I think me and the wife went to bed like at 7:30. I mean, we were like zonked. I even had a dream. I had something come to my. This is how bad I was feeling. In my dream, something said, "You're going to be dead within 48 hours." And I woke up the next morning. I was like, "I love every one of you. If I don't make it past tomorrow." But I made it. I must have really been feeling bad. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank everybody for joining us. Y'all go over and check out Treasure Hogg's website and also his eBay account, and that's under Treasure Hogg, you said, right?
Yeah, I mean, right. It's been, I haven't had anything in there since.
Okay.
Now I'm going through the grading process.
Be sure to go over to rosesrazorruns.com. Pick out your favorite flavor and get one coming, man. We got to support our local guys here, and
that's right.
you're not going to find a better pork rind than that. I don't care who you are.
That's the best one I've ever had.
And even if you're not a big pork rind eater, this isn't like the stuff you're going to find at the gas station, guys. This is different. This is a different. No. Yeah, that's a different beast right there.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you sending that to us, and we had a pretty good show today, guys. Hopefully we can do this again. You can join us again if you want to, and
we'll talk all the time. I'll keep up with you, and we'll go over some stuff.
Send Rinds. Somebody says Muscle Shell says send Rinds. All you got to do is go on to rosesrazorrinds.com and they'll send you some.
He's got a good channel too. Go check out Muscle Shell. He's one of my guys from the coin community. So
sweet. Send Rinds. I like it. Well, if everybody hasn't subscribed already to Treasure Hogg and my old buddy Swifty, you go over there, click subscribe, and tell them I sent you. And hope to see you guys later. We're going to get off here, and you guys have an awesome St. Patrick's Day. And don't do anything I wouldn't do tonight, guys.
And if you do, name it after Mark.
Hey, I don't care. All right, we'll see you later, guys.
All right, peace out, y'all.
Later, bud.